Stop planting default.
Spike planted.
Planting default is actively losing your games, and here's why. I wanted to make a quick video explaining how most default plants are terrible, and people should get in the habit of really thinking about where they should plant the spike given the situation in the round that they're in. Quick disclaimer, there are a lot of conditions in Valorant that make each round unique. So the quote-unquote best plants are not always the best plant for the given situation. Things like low time, XVX situations, and the enemy controller being alive are all factors that play in where the spike gets planted. But I'm here to tell you the general best places to plant the spike and how it'll win you more rounds. I'm peak Immortal 2, and I still see people planting the spike wrong, and if you're wanting to rank up, this video will definitely help. Before we start, I'm going to preface this video by saying this video is most likely directed towards newer players or mid-ranked players who are looking for a great way in ranking up. I'm going to cover a few things for every site that I talk about, including what the default plant actually is for that site, why is it good or bad, mainly prioritizing post-plant positions, and for your lurk. And then I'll talk about a better alternative plant spot. Currently, like half of the maps are out of the map rotation, so I might cover those in a different video, but for this one, I'm going to cover the 7 maps currently in rotation, including the brand new Breeze. For A side Haven, this is default. It's good because it can be seen from short, from long, but it's not great for lurks. Here's the better alternative. It can be seen from long, seen from short, and it's fantastic for lurks. For B side Haven, this is default. It can be seen from main, from window, and it's okay for a lurk. This plant is already really good, but I'll show you a different one if your team really likes taking A-Link. For Seaside Haven, this is default. This plant is completely terrible. You can hardly see it from long. You cannot see it from garage. And it's terrible for a lurk. Here is the better alternative. You can see it from long. It still isn't great for garage, but it's much better for your lurk. Here's an even better alternative. You can still see it from long, you can see it from garage, and it's fantastic for your lurk. For A side on split, this is default. This plant isn't great because you can't really see it from heaven, you can only really see it if you're on site. So this is a better alternative. You can see it from ramp, you can see it from heaven, and you can obviously see it from site still. For B side on split, this is default. This plant is also not very good. You just cannot see it from main. It's okay for a late lurk, and you cannot see it from heaven. This is the better alternative. You can see it from main, you can see it from heaven, and it's great for a late lurk. For A side on bind, this plant is already really good. You can see it from short, you can see it from lamps, and you can see it from showers. You might also want to plant triple, where this is default. This plant is okay, you can see it from showers, but you just cannot see it from short and the rest of site. So I would recommend planting here. You can see it from showers, and you can see it from lamps. For B side on bind, this is considered default. This plant is also not great. You can only see it from hookah, you cannot see it from long, and you cannot see it from elbow. This is also considered default. This is also not very good. You can't see it from hookah, but you can see it from long, and you can kind of see it from elbow. This is the alternative plant that is good for everything. You can see it from hookah, you can see it from long, and you can see it from elbow. For A side on Breeze, this is considered default. This plant isn't great, you cannot see it from anything. This is a better alternative plant, but still not fantastic. You can kind of see it from main, the enemies might tuck when they're defusing, and you can't see it when you're lurking. Here is the best alternative plant spot. You can see it from main, and you can see it when you're lurking. For B side on Breeze, this is the only good plant spot, and this is where you should always be planting. You can see it from main, you can see it from window, and you can see it from site. You can't really see it when you're lurking, but there isn't really any plant that's great for lurking on that site. For A site on Pearl, this is considered default. You can see it from main, and you can't see it from art. Instead, this is a better plant so you can see it from art. For B site on Pearl, this is considered default, and this is generally the best plant you can do. You can see it from main, and your lurk can kind of get to it, but you can't see it if you're playing Heaven. This is also considered default, but this plant is garbage. Don't ever do this plant. You cannot see it from main, and you cannot see it when you're lurking. You can also plant for everything, planting right in the middle. You can see it from main, you can see it from sight, you can see it when you're lurking, and you can see it in Heaven. For A site on Abyss, this is considered default, and this plant is pretty good. You can see it from main, you can see it from Heaven, but it's just not great for a late flank. Instead, you can plant on Bridge. Here you can still see it from main, you can see it from Heaven, but your late lurk can see it from CT. For B site Abyss, people plant here pretty frequently, and this plant is not fantastic. You can only see it from main, and you have to be on a pretty wide angle. And if you want to see it from your lurk, you have to be committed all the way to the end of Heaven. Planting under Heaven is a better plant. You can see it from main, and you can see it from window, and your lurk can have a pretty decent chance of getting to it as well. An even better plant spot is planting right in the open. Here you can see it from main, you can see it from window, you can see it from Heaven, and you can see it from CT for your lurk. And as an important note, don't ever plant here. You will guaranteed lose every post plant with planting in that spot. A site Corrode, this is default. This is one of those sites where it really does not matter where you plant. Anywhere on this site is fine. It doesn't make a huge difference where it's planted. B site on Corrode, planting inside of HUD is a common plant, but this isn't great. You can only see it from main, you can't see it from Heaven, and your lurk will have a really hard time getting to it. Instead, plant here. Here you can spam from main, you can't see it, but you can spam from main. It's really good because you can see from Heaven, and your lurk can also see it. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed and that you learned something. If you can, please consider subscribing, as this will motivate me to make more videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye!